In response to Ask the Pool Guy, 10-step process to installing in-floor cleaning main drains. The question is, how do you put the gasket in under the pool liner?
So I'm going to make a few assumptions here. So when they were putting the liner in, they forgot to put the gasket in,
Or
right?
maybe
Or-
someone is just curious
Okay.
how you get a gasket above and below a liner.
So if this is in the process of replacing the liner and you have full access to the main drain, we'll typically use an 801 silicone based caulk and just caulk the gasket directly onto the drain. Put the liner in, we'll do the same process to the faceplate, adhere the gasket to the faceplate, and then screw it all together. If in fact, and this might be where this question arrives from, and it has happened where someone puts a gasket or forgets to put a gasket underneath, and then they go to put the liner together and they go to screw it down and there's no gasket underneath. You can do one of two things to try to get the gasket in there. Now, you may also have a situation where you glue the gasket down and then maybe there's lots of water under there, and then you go to feel around to put the screws in and you can feel the gasket moved over. And it's always a little scary, but the easiest thing to do is cut a small slit hole right in the middle of where the approximate middle of the main drain, and get your hand literally under the liner and push the gasket back in place. I have also done that and put a gasket in that way. Not for the faint of heart, not the most fun thing to do, but it is possible to do. The other option, sometimes, don't know that I would totally recommend this, but if you can't get a gasket underneath, put a double gasket on top. So your worst case scenario, if there's no way of sneaking a gasket underneath after there's water under the line in the liner, or under, over the top of the liner, is double gasket the top and put the screws in. Make sure you again, this is where you're going to want to use a lot of silicone, and tighten those down, but go nice and slow and slowly squeeze those gaskets down over it, and keep going around and around a little half turn at a time until it's snug all the way down, and that should work.
Okay.